Okay, today I am going to talk about how to ask questions with the verb to be, right? We have talked about how to make statements, affirmative and negative. Now, how do we ask a question? And I want you to remember that in fancy ESL teacher talk, questions are also called interrogatives. Okay, this is another way to say questions is an interrogative. And there are two kinds of questions we will talk about today. One kind is a yes, no question. The answer is yes or no. The other is an either or question. So I'm asking you to give me a choice. All right, let's back up a little bit and remember that we know how to make affirmative and negative statements in English using the verb to be. So for affirmative, we have I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. And we can say things like I am a teacher, we are a class together, it is sunny today, right? And with the negative, we can say things like I am not a student, you are not a teacher, it is not rainy today, right? Those are how we use affirmative and negative. So let's practice just a little bit. I want us here to write a complete affirmative sentence for each picture. A complete affirmative sentence for each picture. Remember, a complete sentence has a capital letter at the beginning, a subject and a verb, and a period. So let's look at this picture. And let's just say, I'm going to make one up. I'm going to say, he is in the bedroom. Is that a correct complete sentence? Yes, we have a subject and a verb. We have some additional information and a period at the end. Good. Subject, verb, additional information, period at the end. How about for this picture? Well, we could say, she is a doctor. Okay, we have a subject and a verb and some additional information with the period. She is a doctor. These guys, let's say they are American, right? With their American flags, etc. They are American. We have our subject and our verb, right? Every sentence in English, complete sentence, subject and verb. How about her? She. She is tall, let's say. She is tall. We have our subject and our verb. There we go. Let's look at negative sentences. Write a complete negative sentence for each picture. Okay, well, let's say he is not thin. He's not thin. He's a little pudgy, right? He's not thin. And here we have our subject and our verb. And then we have additional information. We have this not, right? He is not thin. What about the mouse? The mouse, and this is our subject, the mouse is not big. Okay, the mouse is not big. Okay, let's say he is not in the kitchen. Right? He's not in the kitchen. There is no bathtub in the kitchen. So we say we have a subject and our verb. He is not in the kitchen. What about these two? Oh, they are not happy. Right? They are not happy. We have our subject and our verb. They are not happy. Okay, so affirmative sentences and negative sentences. But how do we ask a question? A question. Well, it's really weird in English, really weird. We use the same subject and verb, but we change the location. So instead of having subject, verb, additional information, we switch places, change places for subject and verb, and we ask the question. So for example, if we had a sentence, he is tall, we would change the location of he is to is he? And look, now this has a capital letter because it's first letter. So we would go from he is tall to, let me see if I can get rid of this right here. Is he tall? And we add a question mark. And same thing here. You are happy. Oh, you are smart. Let's just say you are smart. This is affirmative sentence. We would say, switch places, right? Make this the capital letter. Are you smart? Right? So all of these switch places from I am to am I, from you are to are you, from he is to is he, is she, is it, are we, are you, are they, right? So to go from the affirmative or negative statement to a question, we change the place of the subject and verb. Change the place of the subject and verb. So let me show you how this works. We're going to answer the question for each person. Uh-oh, where did my slide go? Oh, here, right here. So kinds of questions, two kinds we're going to talk about. There's yes, no questions where the answer is yes or no, and either or. I'm going to show you. Okay. So this one says answer the question for each picture, yes or no. Okay, so let's look at this picture. It says, is she a doctor? Is she a doctor? Well, if I had the regular sentence here, here's the affirmative. She is a doctor. Oops, that's what I wanted. I wanted let me write that again. I'm going to write it in this color. She is a doctor. We know that's the affirmative, right? We have our subject and our verb. She is a doctor. But maybe you look at her and you're not sure. Is she a doctor? Is she a nurse? We don't know. So to ask the question, we take she is and we move the position. So now we get, is she a doctor? Is she a doctor? And the answer is yes, she is. Yes, she is. You can say, yes, she is a doctor, but the short answer is just, yes, she is. And we look at this picture and we can tell, right? He is rich. He has a lot of money. Yeah. But the question we want to ask is he rich? Is he rich? So the subject and the verb change places. We go from he is to is he rich? And the answer is yes, he is. This question, we know the affirmative is they are American, right? So we're going to switch the subject and the verb to ask the question, are they American? Are they American? And the answer, yes, they are. And how about this one? This little boy, he is sad. He is sad. So the question is he sad? And the answer is yes, he is. Yes, he is sad. Okay, let's look at some when the answer is no. Look at this one. Where's the dog? The dog is in the kitchen, right? And people want to know, is it in the kitchen? Is the dog in the kitchen? Is it in the kitchen? The answer, no, it is not. No, it is not, right? And again, we're switching the position, right? It is in the kitchen, right? Here we have subject verb, but to make the question, we change it. Is it in the kitchen? And then to answer, we switch it back, right? For the answer, this is verb, subject. For the answer, we say, yes, it is. And we have the subject and the verb again, right? Okay, how about this question right here? Are they sad? Are they sad? The answer, no, they are not. No, they are not sad. You can say the short answer, no, they are not. Longer, they are not sad. Right? No, they are not. And again, we're switching from the question to the answer. The subject and verb switch back and forth. How about this one? I'm asking you. Are you a teacher? Are you a teacher? You, Araceli, you, Francisca, you, Hernan, you, Lesa, are you a teacher? The answer, no, I am not, right? Because I'm talking to you and you answer, are you a teacher? No, I am not. Okay, but again, you see the subject and the verb switched places. How about this one? Is she a teacher? Is she a teacher? No. Switch the subject and the verb. No, she is not. Okay, that's how we answer yes or no. Yes or no. But there's another kind of question. This one's called either or. This is a kind of question in English where we give options. This or that. Oeste. A or B, right? So if I look at this question, I have two options. I'm asking my listener to choose. Is she a doctor or a teacher? Is she a doctor or a teacher? Now I can't say yes. If I say, is she a doctor or a teacher? Yes. Is she a doctor or a teacher? No. No, if I say, is she a doctor or a teacher? You must tell me, doctor or teacher. So is she a doctor or a teacher? The answer, she is a doctor, right? She is a doctor. Look at this elephant. The elephant, is it big or little? Can I say yes? Can I say no? No, I must choose big or little. So is it big or little? I change the position of the subject and the verb, right? I have verb subject. Now I'm going to change to subject verb. And I say, it is big. And this is just like an affirmative sentence. Subject, verb, it is, she is, we are, they are, right? How about this one? Are they married or single? Are they married or single? I must choose, right? And I have to switch the subject and the verb. So I go to they are married. They are married. And last one, oh boy, is the cat ugly or beautiful? Is it ugly or beautiful? It is ugly, right? And I do have here, I have subject and verb. I could have said the cat is ugly also, right? That is okay. So for yes, no, we can have short answer. For either or, we must select. Let's look at some different ones. Okay, so if you look at this picture, you can see they are in the kitchen, right? They are in the kitchen. So I'm asking the question here. Are they, right? First comes the verb, then comes the subject in a question. Are they in the yard? Are they in the yard? You look at that and you can say, no, they are not. So just answer the question. You don't say, no, they're in the kitchen. I just want you to answer the question. No, they are not. Okay. And this one here, it says, are they married or single? Are they married or single? We're going to guess. We're going to say they are married. Okay. So here, when we just start with yes or no, and there's no options, the answer is yes or no. Here we have this one or this one, and we must choose. Okay. How about this one? Look at this picture. Her car is new. Yeah. Her car is new. Beautiful car. Wow. So we have our subject and our verb. Sorry. No. Apologies. Our verb comes first and then our subject in the question, right? Is her car new? Well, we're going to say yes, it is. Or we could say yes, her car is new. Yes, it is. That was a yes, no question. How about over here? We have options, big or small. Is her car big or small? Well, we can say her car, or we could say it, right? It is small. I chose. I can't say yes. I can't say no. I have to say big or small. Okay, look at this guy. Wow. Whew, whoosh. Is he short? Is he short? No, he is not. No, he is not short. Okay, and now we're talking about his shirt. Look at his shirt. Is his shirt red or blue? And shirt is an it, right? So we can say it is red. Or we could say his shirt is red. And then look at this house. We can say, here we have our verb and our subject, right? This is our verb and the subject is the house. That's the noun we're talking about. And the adjective, big. Is the house big? The answer, yes, it is. Yes, it is big. And how about this one? Is it expensive? Money, money, money. Or is it cheap? What do you think? Is that house expensive or cheap? It, the house, is expensive. It is expensive. Okay, so back to, I'm going to insert one slide here and just remind you, right? Affirmative. He is tall. Negative. He is not tall. Right? He is not tall. So here we have our subject and our verb, our subject and our verb, and then the interrogative. There's two kinds, right? Yes, no. And that would be, we change the subject and the verb position, right? Is he tall? Right? And that would be yes, he is. Or no, he is not would be the answer. Or we could have an either or. And it would be, is he tall or short? Is he tall or short? And we answer, he is tall. Okay? Important for you to see the subject and the verb changing places. In a sentence, it's subject, verb. And in a question, verb, subject. Okay, there are two other kinds of questions I want you to be aware of. There are questions called true or false, and then multiple choice. You can choose the answer. Let's look. Here's a statement. Rachel is married and has 3 children. Rachel is married and has 3 children. Is that true or false? True or false? That is true. So we're going to move it here. We write true. Some people also say just T or F, right? It might say write T or F. T means true. F means false. Okay, and then the last kind, multiple choice, right? We have choice A, choice B, choice C, choice D. Rachel is a doctor. Rachel is a teacher. Rachel is a student. Or Rachel is a crazy lady. Great. Yeah, we're going to put it here. Rachel is a teacher. Okay, but maybe we should do both because Rachel is also a crazy lady. So we could do both of those. Rachel is a teacher and Rachel is a crazy lady. Okay, so that is questions. That is how we do it. You just keep practicing, okay?